I'm fucking muted. I'm fucking muted. For the first time in history, I muted myself. It never happened again. It's never happened before. But now I'm muted. What is up? I was telling a whole bunch of junk. So it's fine. It's all good. You didn't miss anything. I was telling how is everybody doing in this beautiful Sunday evening. And I'm a little bit early. But hey, I was bored. So I thought, why not boot up the stream and do some stuff. Hello world. Thanks for letting me know that you don't hear me. I hope you hear me now. No sound. Yeah. Can't hear you. Yes, everyone. I don't know what's happened, man. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. There you go. Hey, guys, I'm so sorry. It's fat fingered something. I don't know. You tell me. How's everyone doing? Did you watch France against Poland? Nice match. It was amazing. Killian. Special breed. He's high value engineer. Okay, let me... Man, it feels like I've been away for such a long time. I need to find my buttons and my settings and what's going on. Zoomcast maybe. Top right. That's better. Alright, so today, basically I'm working on... I also have some videos about this, some live recordings about this on Patreon, but from time to time I'm gonna stream this live on YouTube. I'm making actually, let me open up something. Let me open up main maybe. So I'm making basically a crypto aggregator, a crypto order book aggregator. Yeah. For the goal is, let me quickly think how I'm going to explain this. So the goal is basically to aggregate all these order books from different exchanges, different trading pairs, and then I can calculate where the best spreads are across exchanges, right? There's not the best spread, for example, on Binance for BTC or something, but the best spread for BTC, for example, between Kraken or BitMEX or Binance or Coinbase or something. So you can arbitrage, right? Because that's a big part. If you want to make a trading bot, a trading algorithm that's profitable, you need to do all that stuff yourself, right? You need to have some data. You need to check where the opportunities are. That's a very important aspect if you want to make something that is gonna be profitable. So I thought, why don't I make this myself and I can provide a nice UI, but the nice UI is not basically the best thing to have because then you need to do it manually, right? If you see an opportunity, then you need to go to your exchanges and do the trade manually. That's garbage. It could help you, that's true. But what if I provide a feed, a WebSocket stream of that data, so you can subscribe to that WebSocket and then you can act accordingly, right? You could say, hey, I wanna subscribe to all the tickers, but the spread needs to be higher than 1 or higher than 1.5 or something. And then you will only receive updates about that specific opportunity, and then you can execute your trades on your side. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's what actually all the big boys have. That's the introduction. Hello world. Hey, a question. Would you ever use ORM with Golang? Depends. Listen, you need to understand that in Golang, there are not much of, in production, in companies, in the industry, you are not going to face much of a use case where you need to use an ORM. Right? There is no way in the industry that some people are building a complete MVC model, a complete web backend with users and to-do lists and all that stuff. In Golang, most of the time in the industry, what you're going to do is build services, is build tooling, is build these backend services, and then most of the time you're probably going to interact with some kind of a database, but most of the time you're going to interact with an other service or directly with the database, but it's going to be a specific thing. It's going to be a very specific use case you're going to fetch. And that doesn't require an ORM. You could easily just write your query in the normal way, in the old school way. But of course, the YouTube, right? YouTube and the educational space is brainwashing you by telling you that you need an ORM because then you can have a complete program, a complete platform for everything. But in Golang, that's not most likely the case. But to be honest, if you want to make a big project and you need to do all these queries manually, that's going to be a pain in the ass, that's for sure. But then you could basically use it. But otherwise, I would not recommend it. So you would say it's mostly APIs and not traditional web. Yeah, for sure. It's mostly an API. It's mostly APIs, small services. that does one job or a couple jobs very well. That's it. It's like the same thing in the company I'm working for, basically my company. So we have a complete Next.js stack, right? Next.js, and we're using Prisma for everything, right? But we also have a Go backend, but that is doing a specific job, right? That's basically is aggregating all the subscription managers and all that stuff from Stripe and Chargebee and Recurly and all that shenanigans. And then we do some crazy queries that you cannot do with an ORM, right? These queries, they don't exist. You cannot do it with an ORM. It's impossible. And if you could do it with one ORM, then it's gonna be very unoptimized. See? So it sounds like a very unpopular opinion. But if you want to make a startup, or if you want to make a project, if you want to make something, then grab for the easiest tool for the job, right? Don't write a complete project in Golang just because Golang. Use something simple, right? Use use Next.js with Prisma or some other thing, and everything is boom, done for you. You don't need to do anything, right? It's just generate all the stuff. You know what I mean? You can build things in one day. Chris, what up, man? First time here. Welcome for the first time. You're a virgin, and we are gonna. How do you say that in English? We are gonna unvirgin you. You know what I mean? It's gonna hurt. The first time's gonna hurt, and maybe you're gonna bleed, but it's only the first time. After that, it's gonna be nice and flowy. Besides easier implementation of asynchronous code, why have you chosen Go over Rust in this project? Well, watch me code and then you will see why. I built this basically in, I don't know, 4 hours or something. There's no way in hell you're gonna build this in 4 hours in Rust. Rust is good. Rust is good. Hey, I like Rust, but sometimes Rust is a pain in the ass, and you know that. Okay, I'm gonna let me show, because I'm doing some nasty stuff also. You know what I mean? It's nice and it's lean and mean. So I have some. Let me show you. I have providers. I have Binance, Coinbase, and Kraken already set up. And I'm gonna add BitMEX. I'm gonna add all the shebang, right? Why is this going on with this Orderbook testing? You know what you need to do? If the tests are not working, you just do this, right? It's all good. Wait, so I have this Kraken thingy. Can I show you something? I'm gonna make a providers list real quick so I can boot them up. And I have this Orderbook, right? I have this provider interface and a data feed and all that stuff you're gonna see. I'm gonna show you, but first of all, there's gonna be a list of providers. My hands are cold, so I'm gonna be rusty. This Orderbook provider, yeah? And I'm gonna basically pipe them all into one stream, but I already thought, I'm gonna show you first before I'm gonna explain. It's gonna be this. Actually, what I could do is this data channel, put it at top. New Kraken provider. What's going on here? Oh man, his name conflict. I'm gonna call this PRR. PRs. PVRs. Is that better? PVRs. And I'm gonna say this one. Put them in here. Like that. Yeah, this is data channel. Yeah, I'm gonna show you Coinbase. Yeah, Coinbase have... I'm gonna delete all these stickers real quick. I'm gonna only use BTC. Wait, my keyboard is again at Intel, and it needs to be US keyboard. What is up, Ice Bear? I'm happy that you have a lot of fun with the stickers. And guys, I'm gonna catch up into the chat for sure, because it's gonna be a chill stream. I'm gonna talk a lot. And I will show you what's done. I will show you the reality. Today I'm gonna show you the reality in coding. The undisputed truth. The undisputed truth. Because I was just like you. You know what I mean? I was just like a lot of you when I started out. And I mentioned it before in a lot of my streams that it goes in phases. You will have phases in your developer career, right? It will go. What's going on here? Yeah, of course, this bullshit can be gone. Like I said, it's still sometimes dirty, but it's complex and it's intense. Okay, cool. So what's going on with this guy here? The missing get Orderbooks method. Do we need the get Orderbooks method? We don't need that. Open up Orderbook. Just like that, real quick. And then we're gonna actually loop through all these guys. Let's go provider. PVRs. Providers start, and it's gonna be an error, but let's do it. Let's do it good. I'm gonna say R. Not nil. Log fatal, right? Okay, cool. This is gonna work. What's going on here? Git log. You see the speed? Ah! So it's basically Orderbook feed in a tick of 100 milliseconds. I'm gonna do some refactoring though, and that's a spread. So I'm gonna stop it. This is the spread. Basically, I need to round this stuff. And it's only for XBT, BTC. It's for BTC, USD, or USDT, because Binance doesn't have USD. It only has USDT and BUSD, stable coins. And now we have 3 exchanges where we basically listen to WebSockets and we get the stream from all these guys at the fastest rate possible. We're gonna do some stuff. So I'm using an AVL binary tree, guys. Listen, hey, this is crazy. Look at this. Let me open up Orderbook here. Because if you use a default map in Golang, and you need to sort it because it's bit ask, so we need to sort that stuff, right? But if you mapping Golang is not sorted, and if you need to rework it to slices, it's going to be a pain in the ass. So I'm using self-balancing binary tree. Self-balancing binary tree. And it's basically these limits here. Orderbook. Ask limits, this guy. You see, I'm using this one. I'm using a B tree of limit. I didn't implement a tree myself. It's a package. It's a package. But it's basically one of the best structures you can have for sorted data, where you need to have quick access to sorted data. Yeah, and doing all that stuff. Like I said, if you want to see how I built this, it's on Patreon. Okay, cool. So, yeah, right. So we have all these exchanges here. I'm gonna add more. And we can have multiple tickers. The problem also is that if you have multiple pairs, right, you could say, I think it's gonna be an ETH USD. Not quite sure if that's the case, because you see it's very annoying because every provider, Kraken, Coinbase, and all that stuff, they have different ways to specify how a trading pair looks. So that's annoying. I think it's going to be ETH USD, right? And this is going to be ETH USDT in Binance, right? Something like that. And now we should have multiple of these guys running. You see, we have BTC for ETH and all the exchanges, right? And then we're gonna add all these cool coins, low cap coins, and then we're gonna compare these asks, right? It's gonna be, you see, this is the ask. No, this is the bid, and this is the ask, right? And then you can see the spread. So what we could do is we're gonna calculate this for XBT on BTC, actually on Kraken, and then we could compare it with Coinbase and with Binance and see where the biggest spread is, and we can show that to the user, and then they could subscribe to a WebSocket and they could say, yo, give me every coin with a spread what's going on here, every spread higher than 2 or whatever, and then bam, once that feed hits real time, I'm gonna provide it real time, bam, you can execute your trades, boom, arbitrage. You see? How are you going to consider distribution of orders? Have you may have one super low sell order and a huge offset to the next one. And there is a chance you won't be able to buy that cheapest one. Wait, I need to think about that. How do you mean? I'm confused. You probably are right, but I'm not quite sure what you mean. The first thing I wanna change is this. This is nasty. I'm gonna change this back to a slice of strings, actually. And I think I could make this maybe with some genetics better. Not quite sure. You can already see if you want to change something in the constructor. You can see that we need to do it for every single thing. And I want to make one function that basically maps these things together. Mo Al-Shidi, you're the reason that I want to learn Golang. Thanks, man. If I can inspire people, that's good. There's gonna be a slices, hey? Can I do this, and then this, and then this? So I could do this. I can't. Oh, this is crazy. VS Code doesn't recognize. Look at this. That is what it is. You see how tedious this is, right? So what I want to do is a function that basically maps these guys. So you have one list, right? So you could have one list. For example, it's going to be Doge or something. Doge. And we could do delete the T. And if we have this list, we put it into a function, and the function will spit out the correct ticker, the correct trading pair for each of these guys. Maybe a map or something. Actually, because this is crazy, right? I mean, and why is there no like an ISO standard for these things? Why is everyone using his own thing here? This is crazy. What you could do is actually, can I do? I'm gonna say pairs actually. Anthony, did you tried math and arbitrage on chain? On chain, no. And no. I think that's yeah. I don't know. I have no experience with this MEV. It's something with the hash rate or something, right? Isn't it? Like I said, like all this trading stuff, guys, all that trading, all that algorithmic trading stuff is based on data. That's the only thing. It's based on data and on speed. You know what I mean? This is not for high frequency trading. It's not another. That's another beast. But look, you can create a bot, right? A lot of people are trying to create these trading bots, and they have these strategies like mean reverse trading, and some people are basically garbage, and they use like an RSI or a combination with the RSI and moving averages and all that stuff. But it's not gonna work, right? It's not gonna work. That's basically trend trading, and it's all gonna work fine on YouTube, and it's all gonna work fine in articles and on Twitter, because in an uptrend, of course, your MA is gonna work, because in trends, that's yeah. But over a year or over weeks, it's not gonna work. You know what I mean? You're gonna lose, because you're gonna get stopped out at levels you shouldn't be stopped out. You know, and you're gonna take profits at points where you shouldn't take profits. You know what I mean? Because so it's all based on data, right? It's all based on order books, in my opinion. You could use some other some indicators, but these are lagging. But you could use that for volatility or trend or something. It's all based on data, right? It's all based on order book data, and to see where you can buy. And you could also do triangle arbitrage, where you do it across 3 exchanges, or you do it across 2 exchanges where you with different currencies. There's a lot of possibility, but the only thing you need to have is to find the opportunity. How are you going to find the opportunity? How are you going to know what kind of pair you need to buy and where you need to sell that? You don't know that unless you have a tool, unless you have all this data pre-crumbled, so you can just read it out and feed that into your own code, into your own algorithm. Because that's what you're gonna do. This is what you're gonna do if you're gonna apply for a job at any hedge fund, quant, market maker stuff. They're gonna ask you to aggregate all that kind of stuff and how to calculate volatility based on an order book and all that shenanigans, right? Because trading, arbitrage trading against spreads may seem like a good opportunity, but you need to be careful, because it does not mean that there is a big spread between some exchanges. There could also be a big volatility, right? If there is big volume going on, it could be that you're too late because there is too much fluctuation in price. And you can measure that. You can measure that over a certain period of time, how thick the order book is at the level, if you know what I mean. It's complex, but hey. Pairs. Going to be a map, and I think it's going to be a map of string. And we are gonna... Let me quickly think about this. Because in my opinion, I think arbitrage, market making with arbitrage is gonna be your best bet. That's what I think. I don't know how to code in Go yet, but I do in Rust. Do you think it would be hard to create the same thing in Rust? I don't think so. If you know the Tokyo library, it's very important, and you know how to do async stuff, future stuff in Rust, then it's gonna be good. Like I said, this is perfectly fine in Rust, but there is a lot of yeah, like I said, there's a lot of concurrency here, and of course Rust can be also concurrent, but it's gonna take you, it's gonna be. But by the end of the day, actually, some people can be so good at Rust because they write it each day, that they are gonna write it like a walk in the park, right? It's the same thing. Yeah. It's up to you, man. Of course you can do that in Rust. Tokyo. Tokyo is the way to go. Wait, let me see. So I'm gonna put in. This is this. I don't know if this is gonna work actually. Look at this. How about analyzing tweets to predict trends on specific pairs? Yeah, like I said, Dima, you can. There are so many things you can add on top of this, right? Like I said, this is just a tool for having these data. For having these order book data across exchanges, so you can filter out in real time what kind of volume on what exchanges is, right? Because I was testing it today and I said on Kraken, man, there is not a lot of volume. On Binance, there's more volume, and you can clearly see that because I thought my program was broken because the best bid and the best ask stayed the same. And I thought, what the hell is going on? And I was debugging that for half an hour. See, what the hell's going on? The price is not, these bits are not moving. But apparently it was just, there was nothing going on Kraken. That was a problem. Hey, but that is where the opportunities are, right? There's where the opportunities are for you, because if you have that Kraken order book where the price is not the best bid, best ask is not moving at all, that basically means over a certain period of time, that basically means if you can spot that opportunity, is that you can, depends on the size, and depends on your size, you can arbitrage a lot there, right? Because the spread stays the same. So you're sure that each time you're gonna buy and sell there, it's gonna, you're not gonna get wrecked, if you know what I mean. Yeah. How does it work? Can I do something like, so if I put in BTC USD, then I'm gonna have this. How do we do that? A map in a map. Is that actually a thing? I need to do this, right? What's going on? Something is wrong. It's this one. It's here. It's my shenanigans here. I'm gonna do this real quick. So my alright, that's fine. So I'm gonna say BTC USD, and that's gonna map. Do I need to make another map here? This I never did this. Or can I just do this? I have no clue, guys. Who is doing this actually? I'm gonna say Binance, for example. And then say it's gonna be BTC USDT. If you understand what I'm trying to do. Is that a thing? It is. That's crazy. Alright, and then we're gonna say, man, it's getting warm here. I need to undress. Binance, I'm gonna say Kraken, and it's gonna be completely different. It's gonna be XBT USD. And then we have Coinbase. And that's gonna be BTC, and then with this hyphen. You see, if they just could agree on one standard, then we don't need to do this. Luis Yes, I was thinking about using Tokyo. Yeah, man, you need Tokyo for sure, for sure. For that, that's industry standard, I think. Pretty sure, actually. So these symbols is basically what we're gonna support, right? So if we wanna add new stuff, then we're gonna add that here. Let's make it simple. Let's make it this for now. You see, if somebody knows a better way to do this, but I don't think there is, because it's you just need to do this. And it's just like, of course, now it's going to be tedious, but once you can see, if you add a new one, you need to, oh man, this is so disgusting. Yeah, I don't think there is I don't think there is anything else we could do about this, to be honest. Yeah. Map symbols for, I'm gonna say, I know I know these are basically global variables. I'm gonna say provider is gonna be a string. And then we're gonna say the symbol. And that's gonna be actually, yeah, symbol is gonna be a string also. And that's gonna return us a slice of string. And do we have symbols? Yeah, we already have that. That's nasty. So we're gonna say out is gonna be make me a slice of string. What are we doing? Slice of strings. Man. It's gonna be len symbols. Map of structs, perhaps. Yeah, see, but it's gonna be the same thing. I think there is no way we can get out of this hardcore, this thingy here, because yeah, it's so disgusting that they don't agree upon the same thing. So then we're gonna say for underscore symbol. That's crazy. We already have symbol. I'm gonna call this S. Range symbols. Man, damn, we don't have an iterator, eh? Or do we? Out Y is gonna be pairs. Provider. S. Is that true? That's not true. Symbols. Wait, pairs, provider. No, symbol. 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 Yes. Provider. And then, of course, another one, right? Then provider. No, it isn't. That's it. That's it, right? It's a bit better. And then we need to say here, delete the whole shebang. Map symbols for. Damn. You could do provider. We could actually do this inside of, yeah, doesn't really matter. You can already see it coming, right? Where you have a typo in Kraken. We don't use S. I was thinking. Can I yank? Is that a thing? Yeah, it is. No. I'm gonna say... Man, it's so warm. I need to... I'm gonna... You see what's going on here with this thingy? Map symbols for Binance, right? Binance. Do we need to do things? Yeah. Okay, cool. Is this gonna work? Yeah. Just a second. It's already done. Oh man, whew, it's hot. Crazy. Alright, look at this. High-speed shenanigans going on. Alright, that's fine. So now we can support, for example, if you say, do we have a thingy like this one? Is this gonna work? Not quite sure if it's supported by everyone. Then we need to do this. We need to do this. It's gonna be this. Yeah, and then we need to have this thing. Let me quickly do this. Copy the whole shebang here. Paste it in. Save. There's gonna be this. Doge. Is that a thing? Is that a thing on Kraken? I have no clue. And then we're gonna say, and guys, man, a couple weeks ago, if we did this a couple weeks ago, we should have FTX on this, but yeah, don't think there's a lot of volume. Doge USD, right? So that's what you need to do, and of course you can see it coming. If you have 10, 15 of these exchanges, it's gonna be nasty. But hey, that's what it is. If you support a new one, that's the cost you're gonna pay. That's the price you're gonna pay. Let me see. Is it a panic? Yes. Yeah, it is. This is normally because there is no Doge somewhere. Autumn? ADA. Is that a thing? Is ADA a thing? Is ADA a thing? I don't know. Currency pair not niet zo standard. You are missing USD in Doge key map. I don't know, man. I'm just trying. I have no clue. Let me quickly check, actually. Let me quickly check. I'm just trying to add another ticker. That's the only thing. What's going on here? Markets. Am I logged in? No. ADA. ADA is a thing, right? It's ADA BUSD, I think. I don't think there is USDT in this thing. What is going on here? Oh, my eyes. Yeah, it is. ADA USDT. It's working, right? It's working perfectly fine. You should use ADA. Am I doing something wrong? Oh, yeah. But this is the thing. That's the question. USD. Sorry, guys. Yeah, my bad. Okay, that's working fine. You see? Yeah. Oh, Binance is a problem. This Kraken is fine. Is it the Binance shenanigans? Okay. Like I said, I just hacked this together, these providers, so I'm probably gonna be... Okay. I think Kraken. What's going on, eh? Yeah, I'm gonna refactor this anyway, to be honest, this thing a little bit. Because what I'm doing here, I'm having a feed loop, and this feed loop will basically query the order book. And I'm gonna feed that into a order book feed channel every 100 milliseconds. And the reason why I'm doing this is that I could make it 200 milliseconds for 9 euros a month, but I could make it 100 milliseconds for 19 euros a month or something. I don't know. I was just thinking about use cases, so I could limit it. I could basically rate limit myself for the users on the other side, so they could have a pro tier, so I can give them faster feeds. Something like that. So what I'm gonna do, the same thing. Let me open up. I think the Kraken was the last one actually. Kraken provider. I know, it's guys, it is what it is. So basically it is a Kraken, so Kraken had a Go package, an old one, but it works. But thingy, Coinbase I did myself because I connected with a WebSocket with Gorilla WebSockets. And then I copied some stuff from, yeah, it was crazy, guys. Like I said, in Go, sometimes you don't have packages, or packages are out of date and everything. There was a Coinbase Pro package, but it's not the same for Go, so I did it myself. So I needed to read the documentation, all that stuff. You see, WebSocket Default Dialer is basically Gorilla, right? And you also have in Coinbase, you have the Prime feed. This is the WebSocket feed exchange. You also have the WebSocket feed Prime Coinbase, but then you need to authenticate and such, and I think they have faster. I don't know what they have. It's I don't know. Not for today, the Prime feed. And don't want to hassle with authentication right now. You know how it is, right? API keys on exchanges. It's create an account and yada yada yada. It's just a pain in the ass. Yeah. Binance. So what I'm going to do here, the same thing. So we update our asks, and then we say Orderbooks event ask update, which is going to be the asks and the limits are basically binary trees, right? AVL self-balancing trees. So we update that stuff. That's all good. That's all good. But I'm going to say this is the handler, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy. So what I'm going to do is every data is going to be put into a channel at the speed we get it from the WebSocket, right? So we're going to get it all at, because Binance has 100 milliseconds. That's the fastest thing we could get from Binance. From the public API though, right? It's going to be the 100 milliseconds. But Coinbase is pumping out like a maniac, right? Coinbase just dumps it into your face at the speed of light. So we're gonna just put it all into a channel, and then we're gonna rate limit it ourselves to 100 milliseconds or 200 milliseconds and provide that as a WebSocket stream, and then we could see how fast we're gonna make it. We could actually do it 5 seconds or something, 5 milliseconds. We can decide. It depends, but it does not make actually any sense to make it faster than 100 milliseconds because we only get 100 milliseconds. If you know what I mean. Yeah, so I sleep here because the feed loop needs to... I'm gonna copy this and paste it in here. Right, so what's gonna happen is we're gonna get the asks from the WebSocket. We're gonna update everything, right? We don't need to subtract or add. It's just update, so we can just update the values. We're gonna do the same thing for the bits, and you could say, why don't you use a go routine? I don't think it's necessary. Right, I think just loop here. I think a go routine is gonna be slower, right? Go routines are not always faster. They take a little bit of a computational overhead, and they could be faster if the running task is super slow, right? And you can do that not in parallel, but you know what I mean, in a scheduled way, optimized way, asynchronous. But it's just looping through asks, and if you need to loop, it's nothing, right? It's nothing. It's not a computational overhead. It's a simple thing. So we can just do it like this, no problemo. And then we're gonna range through all the order books. What basically means it's the Binance order books. It's all the takers, right? We just configured ADA, yada yada. We're gonna calculate the spread. We're gonna calculate the best ask. Well, calculate. We're gonna grab the best ask, best bid. We're gonna say provider is Binance, symbol, bam, bam, bam. And we can add more stuff to it. We can make different data feeds because we're also gonna make a data feed specifically for the best spreads later on. But first start with the first things. And we just put it into the channel at the speed of light. Error handler, print the error, and call it a day. So we're gonna delete the feed loop. And I think I can delete the feed loop. And I wanna quickly test this only with Binance by doing this. Binance. Binance is broken. I know what's going on here. And this part, by the way, this part can be abstracted. This part. Not abstracted. This part can be from... This is a duplicated part in every of these things. Look at this. Kraken, for example. You see this? It's the same thing. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of optimization to be done. I know. But like I said, first make it work. Hack yourself something together. Make it work. Sell it. And then make it better. Right? Because otherwise people are sitting on that projects for weeks, for days. And oh, it's not done yet. It's not done yet. It's not done yet. You know what I mean? And at a certain point of time, they're burned out. Right? Just put it out, get some feedback, and make it better over time. This is the problem. I know this problem because I have it. I think I have it in the Kraken. No, the Kraken thingy. I solved it. Here, this one. You see? That's why we need to... I'm gonna abstract this. I'm gonna take it out, factor it out. What am I doing? What am I doing? Yes, let's go. Beautiful. Now we need to round the spread because it's annoying me. Right, and if you wanna... If you wanna see it clean, you could do something like this. Right, if you range over these channels, you could do... if data symbol equals, that's a problem. It's gonna be, damn. What's for Binance again? Let's do BTC. USDT. And we could do something like this. It's going to be a little bit cleaner on the terminal. Printf, and then you could say /r. We're going to say ask %f %f bit and then we're going to say %f for the spread. And we don't need a new line. We're going to say best ask data best bit data spread. This is gonna work. Yeah, you see? Now you see the book's ticking, eh? You see this? Look at this. This is the best ask, best bid. Buy here, sell here, you know? This is a spread. Man, this gives me so much dopamine. You know what I mean? This gives me so much dopamine. Can you imagine that you make a terminal application where you have these updating order books across, sitting at your desk, trading stuff? Trading stuff, you know what I mean? It's sick. That gives me dopamine. So that's what you need to do in coding if you're doing your own projects. Make sure you have dopamine so you keep going, right? This gives me adrenaline, so I want to continue because I see things moving. You know what I mean? Atticus! What is up? Atticus, true loyal soldier of the high value software engineering club. You know what I mean? Here we don't make to-do lists, we make order book lists. You know what I mean? Look at this, how cool is this, man? I can stare here forever. And I swear to God, when I was smoking weed back in the days, I quit completely, right? And if you smoke weed, I would consider stop instantly. Because my life is much better by an incredible amount since I quit. But I remember the day when I was smoking weed and I could stare at these order books for hours, man. I just sit there in front of and just stare at order books and see these things move, and I was like just staring at them. It was so good. I feel so comfortable. I feel so like a fetus. You know what I mean? I was so actually, you were not happy, but you were safe. You know what I mean? And then the anxiety kicks in. You know? Ay. 3K, man. Yeah, man. Like I said, 4K is the goal. 4K this year. Like, I hope so. I made bad videos apparently. The Lua thing. People don't like the Lua thing. It's the best, the worst video. But hey, we're learning. Eh? Kiddle B, what is up? We don't make to-do list. We don't do that, man. I have a to-do list though. You see, this is my Jira. For the high-value engineers, we don't need all that stuff, Notion and all that. You see, these people are organizing their desk like, oh, I have Notion and I have this and I have Trello. And the only thing you do in Trello, the only task you make in Trello is a task to delete Trello, so you don't forget it. That's the only thing you do in Trello. Right? We don't do to-do lists. We make a to-do TXT. 100k subs next year. I don't know, man. I don't know. Not quite sure. There are a lot of things happening, but not quite sure. Because what I'm gonna make is content. I mean, I was thinking, oh, I can do this, interfaces, yada yada, all that stuff. And now I have what I'm gonna do. I don't know. You guys all know everything already. I told you everything I know. I'm done. My days are count. My days are over. I need to do something else. Hey guys, I just checked my my advent of code. The first puzzle, man. I'm so embarrassed. Man, I couldn't. It's so easy. I was thinking, what the hell am I doing with this map? If you go back to that video, what am I doing with this map, man? It could just be a single slice. And we could call it a day. Man. Please, a beginner, go. Serious. Yeah. But what do you want to know then as a beginner? I mean, do I really need to cover variables and everything? Or I have no clue, because there are so many videos already on YouTube. doing that stuff. So yeah. Can I update these stickers? Can we do something cool with this? How do I print? Because if I... What is /r actually? I have no clue what this is. So what if I do double of these things? What's going on then? I have no clue. I'm not an artist, an ASCII artist. Oh, this is not working. Can I do this? Just like this, right? Damn! Damn, it's fucking up with the buffer. Okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I have videos on pointers, man. Pointers. And I'm so scared to post stuff on Reddit, man. These guys are cruel. There's always these... On Reddit, man, there is always guys that... I don't know what they are. I think they are frustrated because they have no... I don't know. They look like shit. They cannot... And they are so frustrated and they always need to make a comment. You know what I mean? Like... And I need to do... And that's something I need to learn. Because guys, if you know me in real life... I'm not... but... I need to learn to just... Hey... Relax and do not respond and do not let it get in my thing. But if I saw this guy in real life, man... He would go crying. I won't touch him, but I can shit talk somebody. I can swear to God, I will make you sit down. There is no way you're gonna win a battle against me. I swear to God. But I'm a nice guy after all. Okay, so we're gonna do stuff. Okay, we refactored this Binance stuff, right? So everything is going to put into this order book, into this queue, without a limit, right? And this is gonna be as fast as it can get. And of course, if you're gonna feed it into a WebSocket, we're gonna do a ticker here and limit it to, I don't know, to a decent rate. The only thing we need to... Is this gonna work now without a panic? Not quite sure. Maybe it is. What are we doing here? What's going on? Actually, if somebody can go to GPT-3 chat, actually we're gonna do it ourselves. Actually, we're gonna do it ourselves. Let's do it on stream. Where is this thing? Let me, guys. I'm gonna ask this a question because I don't know how I need to do it, and we're gonna ask chatty thingy. GPT-3 chat. I have it. Eat this guy. Boom. Try GPT. I hope it doesn't have any history because you guys are gonna laugh. So what's the point is how to in Golang. How to print multiple lines. What's going on, lag? How to print multiple lines on the terminal on the same line. I have no clue how I can express myself here. You know what I mean? Instead of printing a boom like 5 lines that constantly change in Golang. Maybe /r can help. What's happening? No, this is not true, man. Or is it? Yeah, but I want multiple lines. Okay, thanks. But multiple lines. Multiple lines. You know? This thing is crazy! But it cannot help me. You see? It cannot solve every problem. It's not hard to find, I know, guys, but I'm not gonna Google it. Okay, so yeah, it is fine. It cannot help us because I can probably spell it correctly what I mean, and I cannot express myself. Anyway, it's fine. What are we doing here? Oh man, did I have this println? If somebody can help me out here with how to do this, let me know. Right, you know what I mean? So let's say that I have all these stickers printed out once, but they update at the same thingy. It should be with some kind of a buffer, but I don't like to hassle with that stuff. But if there is a very simple way, let me know. Shit, I want to have the thingy. It's gonna be data provider. I don't know why. Like, yes. Look at these. Where's Kraken printing out? Yeah, you see, like I said before, Kraken is just these other books, man. Is balance. So basically, they update at each tick, right? So they update at each time there is an update at the books on their side. They're gonna give an update. So it could be that there are more messages. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're gonna limit it. We're gonna limit it anyway. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is refactor the Coinbase stuff. The Coinbase has the same problem, right? You see, Coinbase have the same shit with this ticker. So we're gonna delete this stuff. Boom. Wait. Yeah. Damn. L2 update, right? L2 update is level 2 update of the Orderbook, and then snapshot is a snapshot. And actually, we could remove this snapshot because, right? If you connect to this the Orderbook subscription of an exchange, basically I think all of them have the same semantics. Is first they're gonna dump you a snapshot in your face, like a big chunk of data, and that's the snapshot of the Orderbook, the current state of all the Orderbook, and then they're gonna give you updates. Yeah, and it's the update thing we're gonna do. So I have this handle update thingy, so I'm gonna GD into this function. So if cell yada yada. Wait, the question rather is, are we gonna... No, we're not gonna do this. We're gonna first update the whole changes. The snapshot change, and then we're gonna loop through all the books. Wait, this is... We don't need to loop through all the books here. I think we're making some overhead. Wait. We only need to... Let's delete this feed loop real quick. How does this... Because all these providers work a little bit different, right? So... this is basically the for loop for our WebSockets. So we're going to read the message, yada. Then we're going to update a specific thing, and then we're going to do it again and do it again. Okay, cool. Okay, they're not... Oh, okay, I see what's going on. So what we're gonna do is, instead of looping through all the books here, we can actually just say that the book is going to be as order books of symbol, right? What's going on? And then we don't need to do this, and just pipe it in. Are you going to chart your feed once it's developed? Yes, it's going to be not chart. I'm going to provide some UI to get attention. You can just go to there instead of you go to just an aggregator that you can see. Oh, cool spreads there, volatility there. Just like some metrics you want to see as a trader, but deep inside metrics about spreads and order books and volatility based on certain price levels and all that stuff. The real deal, right? The real quant deal, not the open close, right? Not your support lines. And support lines is very easy actually, because the support line, you can easily see that in an order book, right? You can actually in an order book you can see the support lines much faster than on a chart. And yeah, it is what it is. And you can see it in real time, right? You can see where the volume is. And if you check these order books, you could see that the most of the volume is sitting at these psychological levels, like these rounded levels, like 20k or 19k 600. These stuff there is, you can see there's a lot of volume, and that basically means if there is a lot of volume on that price level, if price is dropping with a big order, a big market order, for example, so that market order is trying to eat all these levels like Pac-Man, but then there is a big size, big volume, big big liquidity on a certain level, and then it eats partially, right? Boom. And then the level is up here, but it's still here, you know? And it holds. That's support. That's what support means. Nobody is teaching you it like that because they don't know. Because they think they are so good, but they are not. I can show you anything. What am I doing here? Yes, so handle update. So we handle a single symbol, and what I was doing was looping through everything to update once again and put it into the feed. That's not good. So we fixed that already. And look at this. What you could do here is, like in my videos, this, and then you see, boom, you have a nice, a nice thing. Then we have this feed, dump everything inside of it, and call it a day. Handle snapshot, that's something completely different. Are we gonna... We don't care about the snapshot, right? Just gonna do this, that's why I do this. I'm gonna see how it behaves. What the hell is this spread, man? What operating system are you using? Windows. Don't tell anyone. Yeah, regulate. The books are split into predetermined. You only need to update those that have volume change. Yeah, that's what they do, right? That's what these WebSockets do. They give you only the changes, right? So you're subscribing to an endpoint, and they give you first, if you connect, they give you the snapshot, boom, and then they give you updates, right? They're not going to give you orders or shenanigans if it's not needed to. And if they're going to give you an update on a certain price level, and if that's 0, then you need to delete that, right? And I'm deleting that from my binary tree. And otherwise, I just update it. So I replace the size or the volume or the quantity or whatever you want to name it. It's all the same thing. I just replace that. That's how it works. Because I tested all these 3 things. I tested it with the real order book and next to each other, and it's completely the same. And mine is ticking faster than the UI of Binance. Yeah, I think this is good. WSL Ubuntu, yeah, man. It's WSL. Like guys, I know before you roast me, I'm a Mac boy, right? I rebounded my whole keyboard. Like, look at this, right? If you see my keyboard, this button here, what's going on? Where's this button is the Windows button, but that's not true, right? Because it's the command button on Mac. Well, I rebinded this, so this is basically everything you should do on a Mac with the command is going to be the same thing. It's not the Windows key. I rebind it, and I need to use my Razer software to do that. So it's I'm not using Control, right? I'm using this key for everything because I'm used to it. That's the problem with Mac. I'm so used at the Command C, Command V, Command all the things. And suddenly you need to have this pinky muscle memory, which was basically completely numb, right? This guy couldn't even move to press this Control key. So that's why I rebinded it. But the thing is, for streaming and recording videos, it's better to encode and decode your video with your GPU if you have a good one. Your encoder, your video encoder, decoder, because then you have more CPU for other stuff, if you know what I mean. And my Mac is a good Mac, right? Mac is always good, but it was already old, and I didn't have a GPU because I don't need one for programming, right? Unless you're doing machine learning or such. So I changed it up with my Razer Blade, which is 2070 RTX NVIDIA. So a big GPU, right? And now I can decode and encode and stream and do all that stuff on this machine. It's amazing. But of course, with the Windows thing. But hey, we love Microsoft, right? Okay. Cool. This is fine. Micro CD. Actually, do we the same thing for Kraken? Let me open up here. Let me see if I make the same mistake. Yeah, I made the same mistake. Look at this. No, I don't, because... No, this is fine. Book. Yeah. Book is this. Why is this book here? Okay, cool. What's going on? Oh, I do see the book symbol. Yeah, I see. See the book symbol. Yeah, okay. Fine. Hey, it's fine. This is an unnecessary variable here, but hey, who cares? Compiler will optimize it. Who cares? Alright, and then Binance, I think it's already fixed. And maybe we're gonna implement another guy here. Bitmax or something, not quite sure. What do you think, guys, that I need? Deribit, Bitmax. You see, this is a problem, right? Here, that's a problem. You see? Book, range order books. We do the same thing in Binance, that's not good. Event symbol, you see? Guys, fixing my own misery. See the same thing again. We need to factor that out to make it clean, because otherwise we need to do it for each and every single provider. And if we want to change something in our data model, yeah, then we are screwed, because then we need to update everything, and that's no Gucci. B symbol. Just like that. What is this? Continue. Just return, I guess. Because this the problem is that it could be that there is nothing inside yet. But this should be in this case already, actually. Is that true? Wait. Okay, now everything is... I think everything is clean. I don't think we do unnecessary loops. What's going on? Let us try with Binance real quick. Actually, we could... Let's do everything. Okay, so a very important thing, a very important tip is, let me see. Coinbase. We don't set, we don't know what it is. Wait, let me see. Coinbase, let's do this maybe, and then percentage %s, and we're gonna say, it's gonna be data symbol. Brains Code, what you do is super amazing. Thanks, man. It's BTC ADA. Look at this. Look at these spreads, man. That's nothing. What are you gonna do? No money to be made. What's going on? Where is Kraken ADA? Where is the rest ADA? Here, Binance ADA. Look at these spreads of ADA, man. Nothing. Completely nothing. Coinbase. Do we have no ADA in Coinbase then? Oh, it is. This is the spread. Yeah, and of course, why do we get these things? Because we get these updates, right? It's gonna be... And each update... We print that out. Let's see. Let me show you what we're gonna do. So instead of reading it out like it is, actually, that's why. I think we could make it better. Instead of putting the stuff inside of here, what we could do is we could make one giant loop, a separate thing that could loop over these providers and do this thing. Because I think, in my opinion, what we're gonna have right now is that some kind of these providers are gonna do unnecessary stuff. And then we can make a loop. We could do something like for _p in range. I think providers, PVRs, and then we could do this stuff. We could do this. That's what I was trying in the beginning. It's gonna be time, a new ticket. It's gonna be time, and then milliseconds. Millisecond times something like that, right? 100 ms. And for the freemiums, they get 200. You know what I mean? 200 ms. Actually, yeah, 200 ms updates. And then the pros, they get like I don't know, 50 ms or something. Hey. Not using MACD. I better have a good night, man. Have a good night. All right. Yeah, so what you could do is here, and then we could do this stuff. But of course, provider is an interface, so, and I deleted that get order book shenanigans. So we could get the order book and then do this. But then the provider also needs to spell out his name. If you know what I mean. Or are we just gonna leave it like this for now? So I have two options. Or we say, each time we receive a WebSocket event, an update, we're gonna update our books or replicated order books ourselves. Then, after each update, we are gonna put that into the feed so we can read from it, whatever, right? Or we just do nothing. We just update our own books according to the speeds of the WebSockets, depending on the provider. And we make some kind of a server-ish thingy here. Some kind of a loop. Not in main, of course, but this is just prototyping, right? Where we do a for loop, right? A for loop here. And we loop through all the shenanigans, and then we wait for the ticker. Ticker.c. Something like that. So this basically means that we loop over all the providers, and we could spin up a Go routine, actually. We could say, we can do a Go func here. Spin up all these guys. And then wait. And then wait until 100 milliseconds has passed and do it again. And that's the feed we can send out. But then we need an order book. Then provider needs to have get order book, because order book is order books. What time is it for you? It's my time. 8 o'clock. 8 p.m. Nigeria time. Not Nigeria time. Nigeria, England. Football time. They play right now. That's my time. Start, error, and then get order books. It's gonna be an order books, which is this map I have, and then they need to have name, which is gonna be a string. That's what they need to implement, right? But because then we can, which is fine for a provider interface, in my opinion. Start, get order books, and name. And then we can get rid of all this. Then we can get rid of this, right? Because there are gonna probably be more feeds or something, and then we need to. Yeah, it's not a thing. And then we can just. Yes, I think that's the plan. That's the plan. What we're gonna do. Right, and let's start with, for example, the Coinbase one, to give it an example. What's going on here with this sticker? This sticker boy. Let's do it with Coinbase. Because we are in Coinbase here, so we need to have a name. New Coinbase provider, yada. We're gonna say C. It's gonna be a coin. Wait, C. Coinbase provider name string. Let's do it like that. Coinbase, and then we need get order books. And you could also call it order books, but the problem is that Coinbase provider already has an order books variable. I know, and order books doesn't sound interesting, but hey, it should be an order books map or something. I don't know. We're gonna return C order books. It's that easy. Actually, yeah, of course, because it's an interface, we don't have access. And then we can say this. Call delete this here, right? Paste it in here. What's the symbol? God damn it. We need to... Damn, we need to do this then. Not quite sure what's the best option. Let me know what you think about this. Big get Orderbook. That's what we're gonna do. Book. Coinbase book symbol. Okay, that's fine. That's not gonna be Coinbase. This is gonna be provider name. And then where is see feed channel. Yeah. We don't actually even need to have the feed channel into the books. We could actually into these providers we can delete that feed channel. And because we can have access to the feed channel that we created ourselves. This is the data channel actually. It's gonna be the same channel. So we could do this, right? Data channel. It's the same thing. It's just different. It's named different. My back hurts. Off topic. Wait, I'm trying to find something. There's so many delay on YouTube, man. It's crazy. I don't know why they do it. Delay. Okay. This should be the same thing. Of course, we loop through all these providers. And then instead of... the only thing we do is we just get... shouldn't we spin it up like a Go routine or something here? It's a bit fishy, right? And then we need to encapsulate what's going on. Did I make a mistake? Damn. Wait. Too many shit going on. 4. Something is going on. Okay, this is it. So we're gonna block here, it's fine. God damn it, we need to... like I said, this is just a dirty way, it's just a demonstration, eh? This is not... don't shoot me. Don't be the Reddit guys, right? Don't be like these Reddit guys. Look at this! 4. So now we actually abstract, we deleted all these functions in this data handling inside of the provider itself, and we factored it out completely. So now it's this, no matter what happens for each provider, this is what's gonna happen. Right? We're just gonna change, if something needs to be here, we can do it and it will reflect on everyone, right? Let me see if this, the same, okay. Okay, but now we can have the problem. Right now, because we are not inside of this provider, the problem is that this best bit and best ask can be completely nil. And I think already if best ask is nil or best bit, there's no need to print things out if this guy is nil. We're just gonna continue, right? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep continuing. God damn it. We're doing the prices here, so price here and price here. Okay, and now we have a clean 100 millisecond update. Well, 100 millisecond print, right? So for the fast boys, we could do 20, right? See, fast speed, fast. What do you want? How fast do you want to be? Tell me, and I will make a price. But this is the easy part, right? This is basically the easy part, right? This is the hard part is coming. Calculating spreads between all these shenanigans. That's the hard part. Because everything is simple until you add data. Right? Everything is simple until you're handling thousands, 100,000s of shenanigans. And that's also what I think is a YouTube what's going on with this mic? That's also a YouTube scam, or a YouTube, not a scam, but it's also a misconception about programming and making all these programs on YouTube, all these tutorials. It's all good and everything is working fine. And look at how fast this is. Look how fast this programming language is. Until you add scale to it, right? Because it's the same thing what I'm using in my limits. What I'm using these B trees, right? These B trees, these self-balancing B trees. Why? These AVL trees, binary trees. A map is gonna work fine until you do this, right? Until you have big data coming in. Then you're gonna choke. Then the program is gonna choke. You're gonna put a lot of pressure if you don't have an optimized tree. If you want to sort stuff out, right? That's the thing. Keep that in mind. It's not that your program is working if you do a loop for 1,000 things, that it's gonna work if you do a loop with 1 million things. It's a complete other scale. With complete different solutions that you need to use. Yeah. Okay. So that basically means that, let's refactor this. So we can delete this, right? The only thing we need to do. This is how you gradually refactor, right? If you wanna see me doing it. And like I said, I'm not a god, right? I'm not the holy grail of programming. Definitely not. I'm just a guy that does things his way, because that's how I actually did things my whole life, or learned myself by experience. Is just make things work and move things out gradually to make things better, to make things have more sense. Because now that I have this concept of, okay, these providers, and they need to have a symbol, they need to have a name, a function, and they need to have a get order books function, and that's what they need to do, and all the rest I'm going to do there. Now that I know that, now it's easy for me to add new ones. Now I just need to implement these functions and make sure they update the books, and I need to call it a day. And I can call it a day, set margaritas on the beach, because I can just put them in this list here. And everything will be automatically done for me. Everything will be spinned up and all that stuff. But if you don't know that, and you want to directly implement all these things without thinking about this, without trying it, without prototyping it, you're going to have a bad day if you need to update 20 of these guys, right? Okay. Func B Binance provider man name string. You could also do this, Binance. In Golang it's okay to do this for these short functions, to be honest. But we're not gonna do it. What's going on? This font is so big, cannot type. But especially for you guys, I'm making it larger. We also need get order books. It's gonna return order books. I'm gonna say return B order books. I think I'm gonna change this actually. I think I'm gonna make this a small caps later on. Small caps this one, and then instead of get order books function, I'm gonna make it order books itself, right? But that's on the to-do list. Make the order book. Man, what's going on? Small caps. And change the provider to order books. Yeah, I made it. Alright. Okay, I think it's gonna work now. Look at this. Yeah, and now you can see clearly what's happening right now. We have 3 for Binance, 3 for Coinbase, 3 for Binance, 3 for Coinbase, right? These 3 takers perfectly fine. And what you also could do is actually fan out that channel into different channels where we make a channel for each ticket, for each trading pair. I think that's maybe better because then we can just consume from that channel and then do our calculations on it. And also people can subscribe to that channel. Not subscribe, can subscribe to a WebSocket only for a specific ticker for all the exchanges, for example. I don't know. Need to check. Need to think about that. Okay, the last thing we need to fix is our boy Kraken. Yeah. Our boy Kraken. Order book update. Boom, boom, boom. Fine. And also consider using floats. We could also consider using decimals, but decimals are slower. Depends. We don't need to do a lot of calculations, so I think floats are fine. Unless we're going to start aggregating the order books. And I mean aggregating by depth, by level. You could do that, right? And you do a round. For example, you could round to 1 and then aggregate all the prices from one order book into a new price level, the rounded price level. That's how you aggregate. That's how these. Let me show you. Do I have an order book open? Which one has the best open order book? Binance, I guess. Where is the time? There was a time a couple years ago where you just pressed Binance or Kraken or whatever and you were directly on an exchange. Now you need to do all these shenanigans, man. It's crazy. I just want to see the order book. That's the only thing I care about. Here. Where am I? BTC. Right, you could, you see, this is the thing, right? This is the depth or the weight or the level, whatever you want to call it, right? And if you want to, this is very simple, right? If you click 10, for example, then you see all these prices change, right? That's because they, you can see now it's 60 and 70 at 10. But you could also do 1, and then you see it's 59, 58, and you see it's incrementing by 1. And the way we can implement the same behavior by just looping through all these price levels, and round that number, round every number, create a new map, for example, round these prices to this thing, right? To this decimal place, which is in this case 1 or something, whatever, and, round 1. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm so sorry. And then basically sum up all these amounts, these sizes, these quantities, and then you have the same effect. That's how they do it. Yeah. But like I said, you cannot do it with a normal Go map, because if you do it with a normal Go map, it's kind of easier for you to accumulate these, to aggregate these. But the problem is that then you need to sort these ones again. So you need to make a map and allocate your map, put everything in your map, round, put everything in your map, and then you need to put it back to a slice and sort it. You see, that's where the big shit comes in. So then you need to, if you have something like a binary tree or something, or skip list or whatever you want to call it. No, not skip list, binary trees or balanced trees. Then you're gonna have a better time. Is my stream broken? That's crazy. When I click participants on the chat, there is nobody in. That's crazy. That's scary. But it is what it is. Where is my... Did I delete this? Yeah. Oh, I have it already. Return Kraken, I guess. Right. All right. Seems good. Just one more thing I want to check real quick is I'm gonna take Binance real quick and I'm gonna say here this one. I'm gonna let it run. And let me quickly open up the Binance Orderbook real quick once again. Oh yo, it's doing this ARA thing, I see. Yeah, okay. I should print it in How do you do that actually? I think we need to make a buffer. Does it exist? Guys, strings. There's no new buffer. That's gonna be just a bytes buffer then. Bytes new buffer. It's a byte. Buff is gonna be a new bytes buffer. I have no idea how this works. I'm just gonna try it on top of my head. I'm just gonna figure something out. Buff. Oh, right string. Easy. I'm gonna write string. Damn, I can't. I'm pretty sure somebody knows a better way. I'm pretty sure, but hey. Print S, print F. Format is this. Print format. We can. I need to do a lot of hassle for this. Fuck it. Because we need to check. What I want to do is basically have these all this stuff printed out once on the terminal once, and then just update everything in place like a real order book. That's what I want to make to show this. But I need to do. I will think about this. It's just gonna be a waste of time and a lot of hassle. You could do something with a tab writer and but hey. Let's rewind. Yeah, okay, fine. That's what I want to do. That's basically nice. I did a lot of stuff, not gonna lie. Are there any questions? Happy to help out. Can be anything. We did a lot of stuff. Yeah, Atticus, I know. But the thing is, we also need to know when to make a new line. You know what I mean? Depends on the symbol and ending, and I don't wanna mess with it. What I was, oh yeah, I was, yeah, I know what I wanna do real quick. It was this one, just the Binance stuff. Let me print that. Oh no, yeah. Let's call it a day. Let's chat a bit and then dip them out. Dip them out. Guys, I forget to market myself all the time. What is going on? Hey, if people rewatching this video, if you like the content I'm providing to you, hey, consider subscribing to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. And leave some questions in the comments. And jump into the Discord. Very important. And if you want to use this tool, hey, if you're a trader, if you I don't know, hey, DM me. We can figure something out. We can figure something out, for sure. Kirill, thanks for the Twitter follow if you're still here, Kirill, and for the shout out. Just checking Twitter. Can I do this without being exposed? Look at this guy! He's not following anyone! What a gamer is that? This is crazy! I know. Maybe I think I could have more followers if I actually follow people, but I just wanna, I don't know. Hey, what I wanna see, I see on Twitter, right? I see things what I wanna see. I also see things what I don't wanna see. But what's going on here? Mo, look at how cute. Biggest dick awards goes to my stepdad. Anyway, let me quickly check chat. How long have you been coding? Long. Very long. Very long. Yeah, I started out when I was young, by the way. I started out when I was 16. But, hey, 16, I was playing a lot of games. I was playing Counter-Strike. 1.4, 1.5. And two things get me into coding. One, we were creating back in the days, guys. If you played games back in those days, there was no matchmaking. There was nothing, right? The only thing there was IRC. That was the only thing. and a forum. Okay? You could not play unless you had 6 other people. It's like World of Warcraft Classic, going to Wyvern Caverns or one jungle without a summon. That was basically gaming back in the day, right? You need to have a forum, contact everyone on Amazon, on ERC. It was crazy. And then everybody needs to be there and everybody needs to go on the... So we created some kind of a competition website in PHP where everybody could register and then we could play war games with each other and then with a point list. How do you say it? With a ladder with points. A competition in Counter-Strike. That's what we are creating. And then we have our own clan and we needed a server to host our... So I learned PHP to create that website, yada yada. And then I learned Linux and all that stuff because we had a server to host Counter-Strike on. So we could play war games on that server. And then everybody wants a server. So I was renting more servers. And I re-rented the servers with Counter-Strike pre-installed with all these scripts for these guys. And they paid me. And then other clans also wanted, because our clan site was the best, because we had such a cool clan site with PHP and contact forums and our rankings and our server status and everything. And they wanted the same thing. And I asked money for that. Say, hey guys, I will make you a clan page, but you give me money. You give me money, little boys. Come on. And they gave me money, and that's how I started. I was a big businessman when I was 16, renting servers, making clan sites, and I was also making these ERC bouncers, basically. In Discord, right? If you go offline in Discord, you're offline. If your computer is powered off, you're offline, right? The same thing was in ERC. If you went offline, your name was gone from the online list. But there was something like a bouncer, which basically was you could keep a connection between your username in ERC and a server. So instead of you disappearing from offline, your nickname would change into, for example, Anthony sleeping. Or Anthony AFK or something. But you were still online. People could talk to you, but your computer was off. It was the bouncer taking over. And I was creating that, and I was selling that also. It was crazy. Yeah, I made more money when I was 16 than now. Can you imagine? Oh, man. No, I'm not a VIP in coding. Like I said, I'm dirty, man. Like, I'm a dirty coder. I'm not a dirty coder. I'm just build things. You know what I mean? I don't care about. You know, you could say, is this good? But it works, man. I mean, within tomorrow, I have maybe 10 of these providers coded in. You know what I mean? 10 of these providers are coded in, and probably the next day I have my UI in the Next.js already done. And by the end of the week, the whole shebang is done. You know what I mean? And that's a team of 4 people are building this stuff. They are still sitting in the meeting room, architecting how are they gonna make this. And I'm already done. I'm already making money. And these guys are still, oh, we're gonna do this, yeah, with their costume on and a thing. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I will tell you the biggest red flag in your whole fucking life. And remember this. I'm gonna only say this once. If you ever seen a programmer with a suit or how do you call that? A hemd. Like, how do you call it with these things? A hemd. A shirt. Not a shirt, but help me, somebody. Help me. A hemd. Not a t-shirt, not a sweater, but with the collar. I'm gonna look it up. Now, no. Have you ever seen somebody, a coder, into a suit or that stuff under the suit? Don't hire him. Get away. Run as fast as you can, because he's garbage. Unless you need to go to a board meeting or something. Then you can do that, because otherwise they will look at you like, huh? So I'm a dirty coder. I make things happen. You know what I mean? I don't do meetings. I don't do to-do lists. I don't have Jira or all that stuff, or Notion. I sent mails to myself. I sent mails to myself in Discord to keep me remind stuff. I used to do TXTs in each project, which is also in version control, so I know what was an issue when there was an issue, so I can see my to-do list. It's the best thing. It's all in one repo, you know what I mean? But people in Reddit, right, they see my thumbnail and say, I'm not looking at your video because I can already spot this package which is broken and I can already spot a race condition. Listen, you fat fuck. If you check the video, you would see that I already mentioned that there was a race condition, but I'm not gonna solve it. It's just for demo purposes only. You know? But he was eating his chips, you know what I mean? Chips. His Pringles. He was eating his Lay's Pringles with the cheese dip sauce, right? Browsing Netflix with his dirty fingers, right? And his keyboard that's full of crumbles. You know what I mean? These guys are commenting on my videos. Polo shirt, something like that. No, not a polo shirt, like... because I have polos myself. Sometimes I can be clean if I need to go out, you know what I mean? Then you can wear that, right? But for coding, you need to... This t-shirt, I don't know what it is. I don't think it's even mine. You know what I mean? I just found it in my closet. It doesn't matter. You need to be comfy. And you need to make shit happen. That's very important, guys. Just make shit happen. That's the thing. That's what's important. Make shit happen, and over time, nobody cares. You know what I mean? Nobody cares because... And I mean, what's not clean here? I mean, what are you gonna do different? What I mean, what are you gonna do different? You're gonna make comments? Hey, you don't have comments. Why? Get order books? What do I need to explain to you? Well, what do I need to explain to you? You see, this function is literally 3 lines long. What comment do I need to make? I mean, you can see what's happening, right? There's nothing special. But there are legit people that are, oh, you have no comments on your exported functions. Shut the fuck up, right? White collar shirt. I think something like that, Atticus. Dress shirt. Is that the name for it? It's crazy. In my country, they call it hemd. A hemd. Easy. Well, the thing with the tie, right? You have the hemd with the tie. Like the white collar shirt with the tie. That thing. You can see that sometimes in these crypto projects. Pretty funny, right? You see these crypto projects, and then you see a blockchain developer, and then you see a guy with a suit. That's red flag. Don't invest in these things. If you see that developer team, and you see they have all these suits on, don't invest in these things. They're going to zero. They're going to zero faster as fast. All right, guys. Thanks for being a part of this stream. I think this week I have some more time to... I'm going to make some more videos. I'm going to make videos about structuring Golang project and some stuff. Like I said, leave what you want to see. Leave it in the comments, right? Leave it in the comments. Jump into the Discord and talk to me. Because, hey, I'm not making these videos for myself, right? So let me know what you want to see. And probably this week we're going to do some Advent of Code again. Because it's this first stream, and I'm so embarrassed. But hey, it's all about fun. And like I said, it's very hard to do that stuff. Because I didn't read these challenges. I don't read that good. And then it's so hard to come up with something decent. Hey, but I have 2 golden stars. What's going on? Right? That's the only thing that counts, right? Okay. Guys, thanks for watching. Have a nice Sunday. Hey, go to bed very early. Make sure you have at least 7 hours of sleep for your testosterone levels. So tomorrow, new week, right? New week, and we're gonna do some crazy stuff. You and me. All right. Thanks for watching, and I see you in the next live stream. Bye bye.